everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Solo Chocokin and Z! Today we're gonna talk about GX02R Tamashi Nation 2016, and it's clear from the name is a 2016 model and available only at the time at the 2016 Tamashi Nation. Bandai was very good with this Great Mazinger. It is the first model of the GX02R line, released in 14 years. Wow! Against the 5 Mazinger Z in the same period. Well, it is known Mazinger Z is more loved than the Great Mazinger in Japan. But I don't understand the 3 Lightning robot. Is also that robot more loved than Great Mazinger in Japan? What? Oh, crazy Japanese! Anyway, roll the video!
Dash! Dash! Dun 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 dun! Dash! Dash! Dun 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 dun! Dash! Dash! Dun 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 dun! Scramble! Dash!
Let's start from the box. Great Mazinger GX02R Tamashi Nation 2016, model of 2016. Being a special edition, we usually don't have a nice cover image, but I must say this is not very bad. In line with the other cover images we have seen of Mazinger Z, GX01R, GX08 Aphrodite A and GX31 Voltus 5, all 40th anniversary. In this case we have the blue Great Mazinger with the usual pose of atomic punch, but very close up, with a large Tamashi Nation 2016. At the bottom we have the anime logo. Side not too much, being a special edition. We have the name and the Solo Chocokin logo on a black background. Above and below the same information, but on blue background. Let's turn the box and we find not too much. Of course, it's a special edition. We have 3 images of the Great Mazinger. One on the display completed with the old accessory, the robot posing, we had the cover but in full figure, and a close-up image of the robot face. Let's open the box and we have the robot, a great booster's ramp, 2 Mazinger's blade, 2 brand condors, one in fire-on mode, another one in flight mode, 2 right hands for the famous handshake between Mazinger Z and Great Mazingers. 1 set of hand can hold object, 2 set of fist, 1 set of hand for thunder break, 1 setup for Rocketto punch, 1 set of atomic punch, 1 set of joint magnetized arms, 1 set of drill pressure punch. Let's compare it with the GX02R, and we can see apart of the color, the contents is the same. A display, a great boomer. Let's dig in the box and we find a wings, a scramble dash setup, the great booster. Some parts need a touch and are available like model kits as these parts are. A sort of a missile from the great booster, central fin for the wings and the great booster. 3 naval missile. A base to all the Mazinger blades, 3 naval missiles panel, 2 back spin kick and 2 knee impulse kick. Let's compare it with the GX02R, and also here the contents is the same. Let's move on to destruction. Being a special edition, we have the classic Bandai's rules of black and white instruction. In the top written the name of the model, in this case Tamashi Nation 2016. Here we find the Great Mazinger with a prototype coloring. As far as you can guess, the color in the various black and white images. However, they are the usually instructions that explain everything works, and with the final image of the 2 Mazinger that shake hands, indicating that you must use the Mazinger Z 40th anniversary. Thank you very much, we will do it. Here we are at the display of the GX02R Great Mazinger Tamashi Nation 2016, and as we see, the display is the same as the GX02R, but with the name written in gold. On the side we can put the support of the Mazinger sword. Let's compare the 2 display, and how we see the only difference is the name of the plastic colored in gold and no longer silver. Of course, we can also put our brand condor on the display.
Dash! Dash! Dun 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 dun! Dash! Dash! Dun 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 dun! Dash! Dash! Dun 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 dun! Scramble!
Let's move on to the builders. There are two Brian Condors. The mold and the material are the same of the GX02R, but with a color variation. Let's compare them with the GX02R. In fact, we see the various shades of color are different. The red is not longer the classic red, but a metallic red, and the yellow almost golden yellow, with the cockpit glass much more reflective, almost metallic. Let's take a look closely to the first Brian Condor, which is the one for the display of flight mode. And we can see when the lights hit Brian Condor, we notice the metallic red as the glitter, exactly like the GX01R Mazinger Z 40 anniversary. Beautiful! The second Brian Condor is to be inserted in a Great Mazinger's head, and in fact it is a shorter, and this too has the same glitter metallic red as the golden yellow, with the cockpit rotated 19 degrees and the blue metallic glass. Mazing go! Fire! Hum!
Dash! Dash! Dun dun da dun! Dash! Dash! Dun dun da dun! Dash! Dash! Dun dun da dun! Scramble!
Here we are at the diabolic wings! This GX02R Tamashi Nation 2016, and we can see they are the same of GX02R. Also here need to insert the central fin to be detached from the model kit. Let's compare them with those of the GX02R, and we see the coloring. We have the same red as the Brian Condor metallic red glittery, almost magenta. Same color that we had seen in the Mazinger Z Jet Scrambler 40th anniversary. Aside from the coloring, the model of the wing are the same. Even the scramble dash is the same, change the color, they are like the wings. Let's move on to the Great Booster, and this too is the same mold and materials as the GX02R, but with the different coloring. Let's compare it, and we see only the color change. The hue is the same, but they are all become metallic and glittery when they are hit by the lights. Here too we need to add some parts. The central fin as the color change is no longer yellow but orange. The ramp for the display is identical of the GX02R with a very similar color, I will say with a darkened shade of orange.
Dash! Dash! Dun dun da dun! Dash! Dash! Dun dun da dun! Dash! Dash! Dun dun da dun! Scramble! Dash! 俺はグレートマジンガー
Let's move on to the robot GX02R Great Mazinger Tamashi Nation 2016. Let's get it out from the box and let's start assembling it. Exactly like the GX02R. Let's add the diadem, the great boomerang, and the various magnetic arms, and the short Brian Condor, of course. Here it is, beautiful! Let's see it close up. We have this fantastic coloring, beautiful, the black, a very gunmetal gray metallic. If you have to buy your scooter from the 90s, the company made you pay $200 more for this color. We have this red metallic of the great boomerang. The various blue parts have become light blue, also this metallic. We have no longer have the chrome arms and legs, but opaque gray with the stream area darkened. Exactly like the beautiful Mazinger Z GX01R 40th anniversary. Behind here too we have the Made in China 2002 and the Great Mazinger. Also the ugly screw, of course. In these two we can press the button for the wings in the legs. This model is exactly like the GX02R, and in fact we compare them, we see the chrome are gone and we have a dual gray. I will say that we have almost returned to the coloring of the GX02. Like I said, we have the blacknet parts, like the blackner part of the bust, which has the only part they remain similar to the GX02R. We have said the blacks are become glittery gray, the red of the Great Boomerang has also changed darker and more glittery, and the blue is a lighter and more glitter, of course. We see the face closely, and here too the color has changed. The eyes and the antenna has become golden and the gray parts have become darker. Side apart the color are the same, and behind here too it has remained the same. Here too we have the virus weapon, the accessories are the same as we have seen. The Mazinger sword are slightly changing color. The handle has more live color. Brown has become more red and gold more opaque. Let's add the scramble dash and put the evil wings. Let's put the drill pressure punch and let's shot it. Drill pressure punch! Here too we have the side button and we can put the virus naval missile. They have a color difference, have gone from dark blue to the light blue. Naval missile! Here too we have the virus back spin kick and knee impulse, but the coloring has not changed. Let's add the Great Booster. Fantastic! Obviously we can remove the Great Boomerang and put in the hand. Great Boomerang! We can add the hands for the famous handshake between the two Mazinger with equal coloring between them, and we can see this time the Great Mazinger has learned his lesson. No more offended gesture to Mazinger Z. Beautiful image. Here we are at the final comment and the price for this Great Mazinger GX02R Tamashi Nation 2016. As we understood, this is the same model as the GX02R, but this coloring is fantastic, like the GX01R Mazinger Z 40th anniversary. I can say this is my favorite GX02R, with this dirt in a gray and metallic color. As we learned from Piaggio scooter, the metallic color, which had one, are more expensive than GX02R. You can find it never open and even in a shipping Bandai packaging for a price of 15,000 yen, 230 New Zealand dollar or 125 euros. Beautiful model to have it, absolutely, especially if you have the Mazinger Z 40th anniversary. There is not a snowball chance in the hell for the Dark General or whatever the opponent is. Well done Bandai, great job! You could put the instruction color and it would have been the perfect special edition. Next week we return to No Idea Land Bandai with the latest GX02R in the series. We will see the GX02R Tokyo Limited. Always here at Solo Choco Kid and Z.